Sorry for the pause. Back again, people, for another episode of Horror with Sir Sturdy. Just the two of us tonight. Just the two of us.
Just the two of us. Reviewing movies if we try. Just the two of us. Please don't die.
I'll
You
try
good?
that too. I'm more than good. I'm. So I was just smoking, so yeah. But I'm fantastic. So fantastic. I'm stirred-tastic. But right here. Yep, stirred-tastic.
Blood
Oh,
quantum.
Blood Quantum. And I take a little sip. All right, now I'm good. Oh shit! I thought I put that down. My fault, peoples. Before we even dive into our ratings, I just want to say I really enjoyed this one. I had a good time with it, and I'll tell you guys the premise and all that in a second. But shit, let's dive into the ratings. Fuck it. I like this one a lot. Um, it's another horror indigenous film. Second one that we did. This was good. Chaos. What's good? Sweet Rel. Really? Sweet something. I'm sorry.
What happened? What happened? What happened?
No, I'm just just saying what's up to people
Right.
popping
Thank you. Spoon. Good.
in. Chaos.
What's happening? Chaos.
But anyways, what I was saying is this was a fun movie. This was not fun. It was an interesting movie. It had an interesting twist in a sense. But I'm not gonna get too into it yet because we're gonna discuss that in a minute. I'm gonna give this movie a 7.5. As of right now, I'm gonna give this movie a 7.5.
I had a decent time with this one. I looked away once or twice, and Sturdy was like, "You gotta see this," so he rewound it real quick, and I had a decent time with it. I give this one a 7.
So we have indigenous people, natives, and Native Americans, and there's a zombie apocalypse. What you're thinking? Okay, another zombie movie, but this time the natives are immune to it. The white man, though, not so much. Yeah, need a little bit more. So coughing up some of that. Like when you take a few big hits, and sometimes about 5 minutes later, you're burping and coughing up smoke. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. So I'm just trying to get all that out. Passing the peace pipe and all that. But anyway, yeah. So like the natives, they cannot turn into zombies. They can be killed. Don't get me wrong. They can be killed. They're not immune to being killed, but they're just immune to turning into zombies, which I thought was just a cool, kind of a cool effect on that. I do have one of those. One of those, like the Stein ones or whatever. And I have a freeze pipe, which I love. Freaking both. Highly recommended. And Chaos, ignore that Nightbot thing. I got to learn how to turn that shit off. I know you're not spamming. I'm sorry about that. I had that on. I turned that on a long time ago just so it would like drop. I think drop like my links and shit like that. But I got to change that whole thing. I just don't remember how I did it. And you know how that shit goes. You guys got to teach me. That's what I'm gonna say. You and Birthday Gamer got to teach me all this shit. I'm like an old ass man when it comes to like learning all the extra stuff with Twitch that I want to learn. And Gamer has been trying to teach me a few things, but I'm stubborn. I'm hard headed. I don't always listen. And then we get back to doing this again. Just go to the website and it can change. I'll try it again. And check the settings and shit. But onto Blood Quantum though. I love the gore in this shit. I love the gore in this shit. Like the sword, the one that when I was like, oh shit, yo, did you see that? This was later in the movie, right? And there's a dude. I think he was turning to like turning into a zombie or whatever. Or no, they called them Zeds in this. Sorry, they called them Zeds. And homeboy behind him had a katana and just sliced, and it just cuts him right to here, like cuts right through his skull, under his eye, right to like right by his nose. That shit was so fucking dope. I was like, yo, did you see that? He was like, nah. I had to rewind that back to watch that again, and he was like, oh shit. And just scenes like that, like this, the cool thing about this movie is it had a good story as far, with the whole they can't get sick. It was a cool twist and all that. And you've seen how people really were after a while. You've seen people turning on people. You see a huge turn that I was not expecting, I'll say, but I was not surprised at the same exact time. Especially with who he turned on, the one brother. Was good, James. Was good.
What's happening, brother?
Oh man, you would enjoy this, and I wish your punk ass was on this episode with us, man. Hurry up, hurry up, man. We miss you. But fuck. Yeah, there was just that fucking those type of scenes, man. There was so many of those type of scenes, and I know some people aren't big into like the gore shit, like gore horrors or all that and all that. But for this, the gore fit the story. The gore really fit the story. It was a real brutal story, a real shit. It gets heartfelt too. There's some there's some heartfelt things in this story, especially towards the end. But even just through it in general, but especially towards the end. And man, it's I won't say it's one of my favorite zombie films, but it's definitely one of the better ones I've seen.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah, look, don't tell the turn to it. Yeah, because at first it starts out and it had me kind of, and I said it out loud. I was like, all right, already makes no sense. And we are
Mm-hmm.
only like 8 minutes into the movie, you know what I mean? So it's like, what the hell? Let's go. Okay. And Sturdy's like, what? Doesn't make sense. I was like, nope. All right, let's see where this goes. It tied it up. It brought it down. It gave it a
And
direction, and
so
it sealed the deal.
to go to the beginning though, let's talk about that. How you're saying it doesn't make sense because you see a guy he's fishing and he's gutting the fish and throwing them in the cooler, gutting them, throwing them in the cooler. There's one fish that just starts flopping, and mind you, dead, gutted, starts flopping. You're just like, oh shit. And then after that scene, the fish like flops, falls on the ground more, and then it just goes to the movie. I think the like credits start, and then it goes into the movie. Like, that's when he was like, "What the fuck? That made no sense." But then it really builds on into it, and it's like the food's contaminated. I mean, because the fish, that's a big source of food, and they don't know the last time they ate it, and but they're not getting infected. Like, there's a scene where one of the main characters, it was I can't remember his damn name, but the one son that had his mother was around, the one son that had his mother alive still.
Okay.
And actually, the brothers, they both were arrested. They were both locked up together, not prison, but I guess like a jail cell.
Yeah, the nurse.
Yeah, the nurse. Yeah, and after a while, they're talking, whatever. You hear someone vomiting in the background, and honestly, so here's the funny thing, right? So we're watching this shit, and Chrissy like got like chips and snacks and shit, and everybody that if if you watch any Worst Damn Gamer streams, if you watch at least 10 of them, he's eating, and you see how fast this motherfucker eats. I got concerned and thought he was choking, but it was the movie. I was like, "Yo, you good over there?" He was like, "Yeah, why?" I was like, "I'm just making sure." But like the dude, yeah, and he ended up turning into a Zed, and there were some real pretty fucking intense scenes with it. Not nowhere as near as close as the sadness, James. Nowhere as close as that. Nowhere as awesome as that. But this was definitely something that I'm like, yo, if you're into gore and if you're into like a zombie film, and you want to see, let's say you want to see some indigenous horror movies, you know what I mean? You want to jump into that. That is actually why I made a wheel for that and diving into this for November. But I have some I have some surprises coming up actually. I have some surprises coming up, and I'm actually going to tell you. So Wednesday night, the night before Thanksgiving, feasting with Sir Sturdy, watching the new. We're gonna, we have to watch the new Thanksgiving movie if it's out by then. watch it. We're gonna review that on the live. If not, we'll think of something else. Think of another fun horror movie. Maybe the movie Feast. If the Thanksgiving movie's not out, we'll do the movie Feast. But everybody brings snacks. It's gonna be a good, fun time. Yeah, it's gonna be a new tradition. Feast with Sturdy, talking some horror. So I'd love to have you guys there. And yeah, so I figure still get 2 nights of something because Tuesday
Poor
you got
guy.
Thanksgiving 1 and 3, and then of course Thanksgiving, which I'm calling it Thanksgiving now. That week, that Thursday, no shows. So why not do something on Wednesday? Boom. Problem solved. Problem solved. So that'll be fun. Can't wait for that shit. Your thoughts on this movie, good sir? Your thoughts on the movie?
I
Um,
thought it was actually a fun ride. Like I said, it starts off kind of making you scratch your head a little bit and like trying to figure out like what the fuck. And it's like this makes no sense. What it okay. And then they kind of rope it back in. They start to show a decent chain of events that actually make sense. They give you some plot development and character twist. I like when he recruits his dad to be a deputy again, and then fucking this dude is a sword wielding badass.
yeah, he is.
I
Old
love
bald.
the time jump that occurs. Um, the kills were super dope. Some, like you said, some of the gore, and I'm not a huge gore fan, but at the same time, when it's not like so over the top and that's the main focus of it, I can deal with it, especially in a flick like this.
Mhm.
And with the turn that it takes, it's deserving of it, so it needs it for kind of what this movie is. So again, I gave it a 7, which for a horror movie is fucking pretty goddamn decent. This was a good one. This was a good one.
All right, I'm gonna show you guys this right here. This is something I pointed out and I laughed at. It's cool. It's a little gory, but this was just dope in my opinion. Give me like 2 seconds. Here we go. Boom. That shit right there.
Yeah.
And I even mentioned that to him. I was like, it's funny. I was like, it's kind of funny, but I was like, it's dope. So this thing right here, like it's a zombie, and they had its legs cut off, just had its arms, and had it chained up, and it could just, just move around, move its upper body. It was just, oh my goodness. I'll say that, and then this. This is where we found out they were called Zeds because this is the badass old dude with the katana. He throws that head out, and he's like, all the Zeds are dead in here or some shit. And yeah, this was his that was the before. See the hand in the head, or yeah, the head in the hand right there. Like this dude meant fucking business.
Hell yeah.
That if you want to look, listen, change the definition of old warrior to that guy right there, because what he did throughout this film, and then the way he goes out, that's a fucking warrior. So unselfish, so unfucking selfish. He was like, "Nah, I gotta handle this. You guys go. You're my grandson. You're about to have a child. You and your mom are still alive. Your girl's still alive, which things happen, and that's huge because he could have just hopped on the boat with them and then just tried to, but he held off with as many of those Zeds as he could so they can get away. And hey, man, that dude was a badass. That dude was a fucking old badass. I was like, oh my gosh, this motherfucker's a samurai.
Mm-hmm.
This motherfucker is a fucking samurai. And they all could fight, don't get me wrong, but this dude was just on another fucking level with that shit. On another fucking level and fast. I was like, oh. And the blood, oh my gosh, man. Oh. Listen, trust me, you gotta watch this. You need to really watch it. It's on AMC Plus if you have that. I'm not sure where else it's on there, but I know it's on AMC Plus. Maybe Shutter. Yeah, I think it's on Shutter as well. But it says it's on. You can rent or buy it on Prime Video. This is definitely worth a watch. I highly recommend this movie. I may even bump this shit up to an 8 because I just like
Really?
I had such a good time with this,
Okay.
and not even because the last movie we watched would I give it like a 2, but
Okay.
just it was just like again you had a story. You didn't just have gore. You had a story, somewhat of a story, and then you just had like all this emotion. You had so much emotion tied to it because they actually made you like, and they made you care about some characters. They made you, some characters you didn't give two shits about, but a lot of and they did that so well, and they made you
Yeah.
switch, because in the beginning, the father, like, he's kind of, and he calls it out himself. He's like, I'm no good either.
Right.
Both the sons. Oh, hold up. Speaking of one of the sons, I have to bring this up, and all I'm gonna say is, here's how I'm gonna bring up two. Here's how I'm gonna bring up two girls, one cup. Right. Here's how I'm gonna say it. Catch it in a cup. Put two girls in it.
Wow.
So here we go. Here's the scene. So the one dude, he gets drunk as shit, right? He decides it's a great idea to climb up on a bridge and sit over like what would be traffic, right? Driving. The next car that drives down the street, he was sitting down with his ass hanging out, by the way, people. He shit. And you see it from the inside of the car. So you're just seeing somebody driving down the street from the inside of a car, and you just see whoosh, it just hits the middle of the windshield, it just splatters, and the lady turns on her wipers, and it just smears all over. And then about 2 seconds later, he falls off the back. He falls off. I don't know how the fuck he survives, but he falls off, lands on the ground, and gets up. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? And the funny thing is, after his father gets him out of jail and stuff, right? And he's riding home with his mother. She asked him what he did. She's like, so what'd you get arrested for? He was like, for vandalizing a car. Yo, that alone should make you want to see the movie. That shit was fucking funny. And that's how Two Girls, One Cup, they catch the shit in the cup. And then they do their thing. Boom, doesn't get on the windshield. Lady just drives off. But just telling you, I can still add it in, Mick. Even if you're not here.
Even the sheriff was fucking laughing, telling his brother about it. Like,
What's good, Fly Tie? Yo.
What up? What up?
This dude right here, go follow my guy on IG, on TikTok, everywhere. He will be on Horror with Sir 30 at some point soon. We just got to figure out some times and shit.
Nice.
But listen, if you want to see an amazing fucking cosplayer and someone I think should be playing, like when you guys are doing fan films, I'm telling you, hit my guy the fuck up to play Jason, to play Michael, to play who the fuck ever. He could do it. Hit him up. He has the body movements. Go follow him on IG right the fuck now. I'm telling you, after the episode. But yo, I know, bro. I got to get you on. Just the time shit. It may have to be like on a holiday week or something, bro. Because I know you get out super late usually and shit. But we'll figure something out. And we got to link up at a con. We have to fucking link up at one of these horror conventions, bro. Because me and you've been. We've been cool for a minute, hitting each other up on here for a minute. We got to link up at one of these cons and do some content in person together. But yo, I'm telling you guys, Chris, he does a dope Freddy. He actually came on here as Freddy. He's going to come on here again as Freddy.
Nice.
For a thing. And I'm going to connect him with you too, because you two would have some fucking fun with that shit as well.
Nice.
He's from the city. You know the city. I don't know the city. Yeah, yes, he will follow you back. My bro right here, that's on here with me right now, Worst Damn Gamer. Go give him a follow as well. His links are in the description. That's dope, bro. That's dope. The next big con the next con I'm gonna be at, which I'm saving up for now, is Carolina Fear Fest, Memorial Day weekend. Last weekend in May. I'm gonna be at that one, bro. If you can make it to that one, that would be fucking amazing. That'd be fucking amazing. But yeah, I'm gonna be down there. Me and the wife are gonna go down there and stay for like 2 weeks and shit and do the con and all that. So definitely. But shit, man. Shit, I'm so glad my boy Ty is here. Telling you, go give that guy a follow. I gotta put our names up. Forgot.
So are you changing your score on this or no?
I think I'm gonna he doesn't just do horror, Terminator, fucking all kinds of shit. Spider-Man. One of these days, listen, once I blow up, he's gonna start cosplaying as me. Just watch.
Nice.
Just wait. He's gonna be cosplaying as Sturdy. But nah, yeah, this movie's an 8 for me. I gotta move it up to an 8 because it was just, again, the story holds up, it fits, it works, it makes sense. it makes sense for the premise of the movie. And then on top of that, you have just the action. Excuse me. You have the action, the blood, the gore, but you also have, like I said, you have the emotion, and you even have the emotion like in their eyes and their face to where it sells so well. It's not just I'm mad, I'm sad, sad, or this scene is mad or sad. It's like you could feel it, you could see it, and it's like, oh my gosh. I mean, the end is a perfect example of that. Venom, Spider Man, my Terminator, everyone's favorite right now.
Yeah, you know what's funny is this kind of felt like it was on par with what was it, Army of the Dead, the one with the wrestler dude that played Drax in
Mm. I could see that.
you
I
know
could
what
see
I
some
mean?
similarities with that, with the emotion and shit, right?
Yeah, but just like how the quality of it, how good it was, it's up.
Oh yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? Like I really enjoyed this one. I definitely recommend this one.
hell yeah, hell yeah. I feel like this one. Again, but we're doing indigenous horror movies for no well up till that Thursday before Thanksgiving. We're doing these movies, and I just feel if you're gonna go this route and want to watch like these indigenous movies, this is one I would say hell yes to. The Manitou, I'm not gonna tell you not to watch it, but this one right here, watch this shit. Watch this shit like right after the show. We'll go watch this shit because this shit is good. This is worth. I'm not saying when I'm gonna do it, but I feel like this is worth a second watch. Honestly, this is worth the second watch. I feel like I may have missed a few things here and there, more so with the story than the visuals. But this shit was good, man. This shit was fucking good. Like I didn't even know what to expect when I put it on. I was just like, this fucking cover looks cool. I hope this movie's good. I hope this movie's cool at least or fun. I was like, if the story sucks, let's let it be a gore fest. And we got both. We got a good story and a gore fest. Look at that cover.
I I thought I was walking into a shit show, and I was like trying to be optimistic because I saw it was a Shutter original, and it's one of those things. It's like a 50-50 shot, but this one surprised.
Bro, I got a movie for you to watch. It's called Terrified. Actually, I got a movie for all of you to watch. I haven't told you to watch that. I'm gonna start giving you guys some sturdy recommendations randomly on these episodes. But
Nice, nice.
because it just hit me. It's a good idea to do. I'm about to pull the movie cover up for it. Oops. But I just watched this movie. I reviewed it last year and fucking loved it. Again, it's a Shutter original. And then for Sturdoween, which guys, people, don't worry, I'm gonna be back doing that short form content in the near future. I just want to take a little rest and all that, but it's coming. Don't worry. And I got some other shit. But this shit right here, I'll even blow it up for you guys to see it better. Terrified
Huh.
over on Shutter, yo, fucking amazing. That movie is so dope. It's creepy. Scared the shit out of my wife. And you know what? Fuck it. I gotta show you guys a couple. I just gotta show you guys a couple pictures from the movie, just to get you, because I want you guys to see these movies. When I give you the sturdy recommendations, I want you guys to watch these freaking movies. And here's one. Right, I just gotta I gotta show you another picture from Terrified because look at this. This movie is fucking look. Go watch this movie. Go watch this movie because that shit is just it's one of those. So I'm gonna get this is a recommendation. This movie right here that we're reviewing now, Blood Quantum. Terrified is I like that movie better, but I recommend them both
Huh.
because yes, because yes. So you got two sturdy recommendations tonight. You may get more. We'll see. But shit, man. Oh my gosh, I always it puts me in such a better mood. And you guys know I'm generally a happy person, but it puts me in such a better mood when I get to watch like a really good horror movie like I did today. And don't get me wrong, I love the goofy bad shit. I'm fucking you guys know that. the ones that are so bad they're good. But this shit right here just felt so good. I'm like, yes, yes, yes. This is a breath of fresh air, and let's hope the next two are just as good, if not better, or at least around. For me, I'll say fucking a 4 for me, a 4 or 5. Because remember, I do negatives, so if it's around a 4 or 5 for me, I can deal with it. I get terrified, um, and blood quantum. Those two right there. Trust me, trust me. I gotta clip this shit. Sturdy recommendations. Oh fuck, man. Fuck. I'm gonna pull up this wheel.
Yeah, especially if it's been a minute since you've watched something in the zombie realm. If you're into zombie flicks or virus or anything like that, then fucking for real, give this some time.
Yeah, definitely.
You don't have to shut your mind off. You don't have to fucking. You get to watch a good story. You get to connect with some
Oh
shit and some events in it. It unfolds pretty well. It's shot decently. It's a good watch. Definitely a great time. What
yeah.
we
I
got
mean,
for
we know what we got for the next 2 weeks because I'm gonna spin it twice.
the
The smudging. You know what's funny about this? I swear, I literally just put this movie back on the wheel because I switched it out for another movie. So I did more research and found that it wasn't.
smudging?
I found that it was an indigenous film, so I was like, all right, let me switch this around. I'll use that film for something else, but I do want to see it. So I'll be watching that one very soon. Just want to save that on the wheel so I don't forget. Smudging. And get back to the wheel. Get rid of this. And then I'll have the rest of the wheel filled out. And at the end of the show, guys, I'll pull up the movies that I was telling you guys to watch. Or you know what? I'll pin them. I'll pin them in the comments right now. Actually, the movie titles. Well, in a second. The Harbinger. Harbinger.
Harbinger.
The Harbinger.
The
Okay.
Harbinger.
And then the next two movies are gonna be The Retreat and Avenged. So again, I'll throw them on the list, but you guys don't have to see that boring stuff. Oh man, I'm so excited. Shit, terrified, and oh my gosh. Do you got any movie recommendations for him, Chris? 2 horror movies for him to watch? 1 or 2?
I've recently went back to some older movies since we went down the Freddy versus Jason 1-for-1, which you guys, if you haven't seen, you're gonna want to go check out the past episodes from all of the month of October, essentially.
Yes.
That led up to Halloween, where we ended on Freddy versus Jason, the actual movie.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And
so
easy find 2 people. I literally made a playlist for that called From Elm Street to Crystal Lake.
there you go.
Very much every single one. I believe there's 9 episodes of that. And you can hop on over. There's also I got all the playlists there, so it makes it easy. You guys want to see certain specific things, you hit that playlist. If you're like, I don't give a fuck, I'll watch the whole list. You hit that Horror With 30 playlist.
Oh,
Then
yeah, hit
boom.
that play all, baby. Don't forget that bell so you don't know when new ones dropping when we're live here.
Yes.
But as far as movies, I have went back and I watched Slaughter High, and
Nice.
I watched
What's that?
what was the other one? Jeepers Creepers 2.
Okay.
Gotta throw back to the 2000s. Gotta throw back to the fucking like late 80s, early 90s. You gotta give them that variety of, good times in horror.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah. Oh man, I can't wait for you guys to see the next wheel. It's gonna be so freaking fun. It's gonna be so freaking.
All cartoon horror.
Mm-mm. No. You'll see though.
Oh,
I'll tell you off air. I don't want to even let the people know.
G-rated
So
horror.
I hope it's not G rated. It better not be.
They're gory as fuck.
All right, so I said Terrified. And we'll get back to this movie in a second, people.
Interesting. Interesting. You got my brain. What's the new? Ooh. Okay. Okay. Are we doing another versus?
Um.
Ooh.
Oh no, I'll tell you off air.
I'm gonna
I'll tell you off air
speculate. I'm gonna speculate. I'm gonna stir the pot up. We gonna twist it on the stove. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get this going.
because I want to surprise the people with this one.
What do you think, guys? What do you think he's got for us sitting in the wakes?
Something I never done before. So,
Oh shit! He's shaving his chest. He's waxing his chest.
and I'm putting the movies right there. The two I recommended. And what'd you say again, Chris? He forgot. He forgot. It's all good, Chris. You'll remember.
What?
What movies did you say again?
I said Jeepers. What as a recommendation?
Yeah.
Jeepers Creepers 2 and Slaughter High.
Selling it. If I did, I don't remember.
Yeah, I gotta watch that. Terrified. I got a whole list for my reviews that I gotta do, so I'm getting through. And I was just telling Sturdy I got like 54 more movies to get down. I've been doing like 2 or 3 a day, so I should be done in like 25, 30 days if I stay on that route. And then I'll have like 2 months to edit it all up until I'm all caught up.
Yo, Ty, trust me though, there's been a lot of like in the 2000s up till now, there's been some good shit. Some good like really good shit. 80s too. You know I jump around, but
A lot of good topics.
I have like my show planned out for the next X amount of months as far as like even down to what movies I'm going to be discussing. Just some fun themes though. You're gonna see some different shit over here, people. I like to do different shit. I like to have fun. Fuck, man. I still can't believe like how.
Excuse me.
I still can't believe how good this movie is. Because I was really expecting this to be because like as far as like a zombie movie, I wasn't expecting it to have like a good story with it. I was like, okay, this could be fun. This could be still be a cool movie, a fun movie, a good movie to an extent, but more so of like entertainment, not necessarily. Oh shit! I actually care about these characters. Oh shit! Oh my gosh!
Yo,
Holy!
it felt like a really good binge watch of like a show, like an episodic show that was done
It
really
did.
well. It felt
It
really
really
good,
did.
and it just kind of go.
In a good way though, like no commercial,
Yeah.
not like where the movie, like no commercials, no nothing, but it did feel like, yeah, and it works so fucking well. Like I'm so happy about that shit. It works so fucking well, and just oh man, it's something you got to go see. Like I words can't describe my excitement for this movie. You guys just need to really go watch it. Like I highly recommend this one, and I highly recommend Terrified. Like I said, those 30 recommendations, those two right there. Go watch them back to back. I would say watch this first and watch Terrified, just because we just discussed this. It's fresh in your mind. But then watch Terrified, and if you're someone that scares easy, you probably want to watch Terrified with the lights on. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh God.
You scare easy?
Yeah.
Wait till your girl's back home, Chris, so you can sleep. You calling her up at night crying today. I'm scared.
Fucking Sturdy at me watching this shit. The wind's howling out there. What the hell?
I told you stop watching that shit when I'm not home. But nah, seriously, it is one of those, and it's in Spanish. So if you can't speak Spanish, obviously, or if you don't understand Spanish, turn on the subtitles. But oh my gosh, like I'd watch that one again, and I just watched that one a couple weeks ago. But those two, go fucking watch them. Go fucking watch them. Seriously, go watch them because why not? What you got coming up though, gamer? I'm about to wrap this one up. I don't got too much more to say about this movie.
What do I have coming up?
I know he's been working on a list, people. He's been watching a lot of
Oh
fucking
yeah,
movies. So he's
oh
gonna
yeah,
be dropping a lot of content.
yeah. The Midnight Matinee playlist over on the YouTube channel of the Worst Damn Gamer Ever is about to be fucking jam packed here in the next couple weeks. I got a ton of shorts to throw up on TikTok. I got some radathons I'm going to be a part of, some shout outs to some homies and friends out there in the streamer world. And
Mhm.
then my Mother Fortnite Fridays coming up tomorrow night, 10 p.m. We're going to be down at 8 p.m. though for Sir Sturdy's takeover of Mick at
Ooh,
Night over on the
yes,
Scene
sir.
Snobs.
Can't wait for that.
We got popcorn and pints at 9 p.m. after that. So we're going to be at 8 on Scene Snobs, 9 on popcorn and pints. And then 10 is my fucking, I may get gaming again, but then again, maybe not. I might have to wait till Sunday. Either way, Motivational Monday that starts us all over again in the week. So come on, check it out and get down. Don't forget to hit the bell over on the YouTube channel. Go follow me on TikTok. I'm almost to 1,000, so I can go live. Let's go.
Mick was good. I'm gonna drop you a link, Mick, when we end this live. Yeah, what he said.
Miguelito, what's up?
And yeah, Popcorn and Pints, Jungle Book live action, Mulan. We're doing it.
I
Why?
still haven't seen the Mulan.
No, it's the regular Mulan though. It's not the
It's
animated.
not the live action Mulan.
Or it is the animated. It's not the live action. Nah,
Oh, I thought it was the live action.
nah, it's animated. It's animated, and then Jungle
Okay.
Book is the one that's live action.
Fuck, I gotta watch the live action. I refer to it all the time as the movie that almost killed Disney.
So you got to see if that's right.
Yeah,
Right, that's
I'm
fair.
just
That's
talking
fair.
shit. I read a bunch of articles. I don't know.
That's
I
fair.
watched a
That's
lot of reviews. What
okay. That's fair. But yeah, like Worst
up,
Damn
Chad?
said,
What up?
listen, Saturday, 9 o'clock Eastern time, Popcorn and Pints. We're gonna have some fun on that. We're gonna have some fun on that. I haven't watched the movies yet. I'll watch them tomorrow or the day of. You know how I roll. And then Horror with Sir Sturdy next week. What do we got coming up? The Smudgening, the Harbinger. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna wrap this one up, and I will say this: make sure you follow Horror with Sir Sturdy everywhere at underscore Sir Sturdy. You can follow me now on TikTok, Twitter, and all that shit. So it's easier. Um, yeah. Listen close. Go watch those movies. They were awesome. I know my face got cut off, but seriously, go watch those movies. Listen to Sturdy
Tell me
recommendations
what
this
to
time.
do.
Go watch those two movies. Trust me. Terrified,
I don't believe you.
Blood Quantum. You will enjoy it.
I don't believe him.
He believes me. He loves it. He's gonna watch them. He watched one of them already. But
I did.
toodles, people. I've seen your nightmares. You have a great night. We're gonna get out of here. Peace.